Gonna be doing some more Barrows. Gonna be doing some more Barrows. I'm gonna go ahead and load up the inventory for another little session here. We're gonna make it look real nice. Got a Carol's leather skirt last session. Anglerfish. Well, let's see how many Barrows KC we're at. Let's see. 1,448. We just need 2 more items. Well, let's just see if we can, what we can do here. Well, it looks like we're about to level up in magic. Wow, it's gonna be 97 magic, and that might even give us a max hit. That might even give us a max hit. With powered staffs, I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's just go ahead and see if Arams is home. He is. Oh no. There's a good hit at least. Usually the Arcan Blade works out for me pretty well. Looks like Carol's isn't home. So we hit a 3 and a 5. I want to hit a 1 and see how much magic XP I get. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, cause I probably already tested this before, but I want to see if it'll give you more magic XP if you're on this setting. Cause if that's the case, then well, nothing really changes, but I like to use the long range setting because it gives you defense XP, and like, as you can see, I'd rather have more defense XP than getting more magic XP, because that's kind of at a surplus right now. Yeah. Okay, that was 2 magic XP with 1 defense XP when I hit that 1 there. So let's see if when we hit another 1, let's see if it gives us how much magic XP it gives us compared to that. easy it is to get the strange old lockpick rewards from there. Because those would make the Barrows runs way faster. One, two, and three. Well, I guess I could have stayed there and let the slug aggro on me. There we go. Got a slug. Well, let's see what our reward is for this run. You gotta be joking, right? Oh my god, this has happened so much lately. Yesterday I got two double chests, and then the first run today I got another double chest. Holy crap. I gotta be quiet though, I can't get too excited now. Well, that got me smiling, I gotta say. That's what we like to see. $56. Yeah, this Arcan blade can really hit pretty hard. And then the burn damage on top of that's just muy bueno. I can't believe we got another double chest. What the heck? Yeah, I'll admit I'm smiling a little bit. I'm smiling a little bit right now. Always great to see a double chest. Okay, now let's keep an eye out for when we hit a 1, and we'll see how much magic XP we get. Was that a bot, I wonder? Probably not. Man, I haven't seen any bots in a long time. Well, we hit a 2 and we got 4 mage XP. I don't know if this is the right way to go about it. Let's look for a different number maybe, because I think we want to look for a higher number. So we'll do 11, so that was 25 magic XP. Now we'll look for another 11 and see how much magic XP it is. So 11 damage another 11 now on this style, it would give us less magic XP, but also defense XP, right? That's what I would think. But let's just see if it's the case, because I thought I remember something being weird about it. Like maybe you still only get 25. Oh, well, I hit a 14 and I got 21 magic XP, so that, yeah, that tells you, yep, that makes sense. Things are making sense here. Giant crypt spiders, and then there's little tiny crypt spiders. Crypt spiders. Those are level 56, those tiny things are. Wow. There's a rat, there's another rat, there's a slug. Oh no, that's a big shame, isn't it? Can we get him real quick? Aw, dang. Well, that's no big deal. Man, that's a good sight to see. I like that. No shot we get another piece. Not today. Get a back-to-back double chest, imagine that. That's practically what almost happened the other day. I did a 60-minute Barrow session and I got 2 double chests. That's pretty nuts, I would say. Oops. Well, I can't believe we hit that much damage off spec. If you're like a real new account, man, I think I might go for the Arcan Blade instead of the Dragon Scimitar. Cause like, I have a feeling the Arcan Blade might put out about the same DPS off spec as the freaking Dragon Scimitar. Maybe that's something I'm gonna look up right now. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. Scene. Let's see. Well, actually, wait, that's not the way to do it. Let's do it like this. View DPS. There we go. So against an Abyssal Demon, we're doing 4.3. And then let's say now we go to a Civic Dragon. We're doing 3.7. Okay, now we go to the Arcan Blade. Plug that in. 3.6. Holy smoly. Get yourself an Arcan Blade. That's what I'll say. Yeah, you might as well get an Arcan Blade because the spec is amazing, you know. see how many Barrows KC has. 14. I could swear bots looked really similar to this, but I think Jagex really like hammered down on the bots lately. Yeah, I think that's what they did. But, bots usually wouldn't be just standing around, like AFK unless they were broken. And that guy, he had a Book of the Dead. And, I don't think a bot would probably have that. Kinda makes me wonder, like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone bring thralls here. There's probably a reason. Like maybe the thralls despawn when you go up the stairs or something. Oh, we're getting close. I might not have even had that. I might not even be 97 magic on my main. Well, I might be, I don't know. I don't use my main anymore. It says 97. I don't use my main anymore. But you never know. Something might happen, like I might get banned, perm banned for some reason on this account. Then at least I can do my main, but like, I'm at the wrong place. But like if I get perm banned on an Iron Man for doing nothing wrong, do I really want to keep playing this game? I don't think I would trust Jagex. Their anti-cheat system. Like that's what happened on O4Escape. I got perm banned for something real silly. And it's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna get perm banned for something real minor and they won't let me appeal it, then I guess I'm not gonna play O4Escape because I don't want to invest a whole bunch more time in it and then like get perm banned again. And the thing that kind of sucks about it is I got perm banned for something that it was a flaw. You see, it's like it was a flaw in their rules back in the day, and like O4Escape's supposed to be a simulation of what it's like back then. So I guess they really stick to that vow. And so even the rules are the same as back then, even though they have this issue. And I found out after getting perm banned that like, holy crap, if I was a jerk, I could go get a whole bunch of like innocent players banned. If I wanted to, I could start up a new account. Well, I would need 2 accounts to do it with like hardly any requirements. basically just social engineer them to trade an item to me, but I would be a different person with a slightly different name, and then they would get banned, perm banned. But I'm not a jerk. But like, yeah, if I was like an anti-hero or like a villain, like that turned me into a villain, that experience I had, I would go do that, yeah. But I'm not a villain. I guess I didn't realize they would the rules would be exactly the same, and I didn't realize they would be so freaking strict. And then of course I mean it's O4scape, I don't think anyone's really gonna be reviewing the appeals. I probably said this before quite a while ago in one of my other videos, but like, well, as you can probably see, I really like Barrows. But back when I first started this game in like 06, 07, I was like a little kid, right? So I wasn't really capable of doing much in the game. But like, man, I slobbered over all those cool players that like, they kind of gloated, saying, oh, well, I better get back to Barrows and go make some money, and they're always talking about how they do a lot of Barrows and stuff, and I just thought that was so cool. And man, I'll never be able to do Barrows because my stats aren't high enough, and I don't know where to even go to do it, how to do it. And apparently it's like the hardest content in the game, so there's no way I could do it. So like, sure enough, like, now I'm grown up and I'm doing Barrows and seeing what it's like, and I really like it. But like, I wanted to go on O4scape and to kind of get that feeling of what it would be like if like I was actually like more intelligent or older, like back then, and like I could get a head start and progress my count so that I was ready to take on the Barrows brothers when the update came out, cause like O4scape, they like release the updates like as it would be, to be as much of a simulation of like back in the day as possible, right? So that was my goal. I wanted to get real strong and then do the Barrows right when it dropped. So I was a little disappointed when I got perm banned, and I was like, well, I'm definitely not starting a new account, but I hear Barrows actually was kind of really horrible. It was kind of really horrible when it first came out. Like, I mean, just to get to Barrows, like really sucked. I guess you had to go through the Mauritania swamp, and so like half of your food would turn rotten by the time you even got to Barrows. Oh, sounds like there's a thunderstorm in my stomach again this morning. Oh, let's see what we got here. Nothing. Fair enough. I mean, we just got a double chest, right? I did 5 hours of Barrows in my last video, and all I got was a Carol's skirt. So I knew something was stewing, right? I knew I was bound to get like a double chest or something crazy was gonna happen. And it did, man. I was kind of hesitant to post the video of the 5 hours of Barrows, you know, and me only getting the Carol's skirt. I thought I'd get a lot more, of course, but I just decided to do it anyway. I have like a problem with deleting stuff, so I gotta try to get out of that habit. Like back in school, I would draw a lot, and people would say like, oh wow, your drawings are really cool. And you know, I'd have a great time drawing it in the moment, but like then when I'm done with it and looking at it, it's like, oh, this is crap. All I see is all the mistakes I made, so then I throw it away. And then people are like, why'd you throw it away? I would have took that. Like, I would have kept it. So I gotta try to not delete stuff. Like, I used to, like, the first house I lived in, well, I moved out of that house to a different one, and I threw away so much stuff, like, stuff that, you know, I kind of regret throwing out, like a lot of my graphic design artwork and stuff. I went to college for graphic design. I got like my bachelor's degree, so that was like 2 years of graphic design classes and stuff, and it's amazing because I never got good grades at all in high school. And I was trying really hard in high school to get good grades. And I was always getting like horrible grades. But funny enough, like once I started college doing something I really loved doing, which is graphic design, like it wasn't even a struggle at all. Like I was getting A's and B's like no problem. I wasn't even trying, it was just so fun. So like, even though I wasn't able to make a profession out of the graphic design, I don't regret doing the classes because that was like so fun. this one won't despawn for sure because I walked through the door and I spawned this one myself. That other one that despawned must have been someone else's. Actually, we want a slug. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I grinded out that twin flame staff when it came out, cause like, you know, the Barrows brothers, they're weak to air spells, and that twin flame staff is great here, but the thing is, like, it uses a lot of blood runes. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, but like the warp scepter, this uses chaos runes, so like, look how many blood runes I had. I started out with yesterday with like 1,300, and we're almost up to 4,000. So it's nice to save. That worked out great. That sure did. Turns out it turns out that Jack X retracted Unbound Bronze Man mode from the polls because I guess players voiced their opinions on Reddit or something, saying they don't want it. Yeah, that's what they said. But I don't know. Honestly, the way I think about it is I don't see a problem with adding another game mode, even if a lot of players say they don't want to do it, because at the end of the day, some of the players that want to, they're gonna buy membership for it, just for it, and then that helps Jack X out at the end of the day, you know. And when Jack X is, you know, gets more money and they're thriving, that only helps everyone. So it really, and like I notice most of the time, Jack X, before they even propose an idea, like of something new for a poll, that they already like freaking created it already. It's not necessarily the case with like big things like sailing, for example. Like, it's not like they completely finished sailing before they proposed the idea, right? But there's a lot of things that they do, they go ahead and like just make a lot of progress on. And but I think they kind of do that because they want to propose like ideas that are a little bit more fleshed out than just, you know, a bunch of words on a post. graphics, like models. So like, they very well could have already done all the back end, because like I'm sure it would take quite a bit of like coding and stuff to make the Bronze Man mode work, or the Unbound Bronze Man mode work. So I have a feeling they probably did a bunch of work preparing just to make sure. Just to make sure if people wanted it, they would have it all ready to go. Or like mostly finished. They might also do that because I have a feeling I have a feeling that if it were up to them, they would want every poll to pass. In terms of like new content, you know. I noticed like some really minor, irrelevant, unnecessary like tips or knowledge for you. I'll show you one here. It's like super not necessary to know. I don't even know why they decided to do it. I don't know what the point is of it, but so like once we kill one of these brothers, well, I suppose we should pray mage. When we kill this Aram's brother here, you know, like his face is gonna like pop up every like 15 seconds or whatever, so it's about to pop up here because he died and it's like a curse, you see. Well, his face is pink, and so we go and we kill the next guy. So we kill Carol's, and then you know his face will be pink as well. Everyone we kill up here, you know, in their crypts. See, we got a Carol's face that was pink. All the people that we kill up here, their faces are all gonna be pink. But when we go down into the the basement area, I guess, the catacomb area, their faces are gonna turn teal, like green. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to spend the time and like the time and energy to do that. I'm not sure what the point of that is, but you'll see it here when we go down. It's just something I'm trying to figure out, you know, like there's gotta be a reason they spent the time to make their faces, make it so that their faces show green down there. Alright, let's go down there and look and see. I'll go ahead and eat some food here. Oh, we got one more guy here. quality of life update where we can look at the stuff while we're fighting. Okay, Teherak. So yeah, maybe I should wait just in case. Okay, well, when that ticks down, you'll see a green face. See, it's green. I don't know why. What that's supposed to indicate or mean, other than just the simple fact that we're down in the catacombs now. Like, I wonder if the prayer's drain effect is. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. He could have one-shot me. I ran out of prayer, but I had the valley shield there to go back to 100. I'm thinking maybe it could be that the prayer drain effect is stronger when their faces are green. Let's see. So we removed that. Oh, I didn't do it in time. We have 68 prayer, and we'll see what it goes to when the next zap hits. It goes to 54, and I had 68. Okay. Well, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? That's like, what is that? Let's see if we get anything good here. Nope. Well, I gotta go get some more emergency food and prayer potions. But I do believe that's a 14 zap, which is kind of a weird number. I would have thought it'd be like a round number. So the green faces hit us 14. Let's see if the pink ones also hit 14. Otherwise, if my theory's right, then they would hit less. Get some anglerfish and we'll put this away. And I'll just swap to a prayer pot. Keep forgetting the potion store's a thing, and the thing's been out for like 2 years or something. Alright. Let's go see what the zap hits us for. So we take off our hilt. Zap's gonna hit us in 10 seconds. We have 70 prayer. And it goes to 61. So that's like 9. So, okay. But then it could be that every subsequent guy you kill, the curse gets stronger. I don't know. I guess I don't care. I don't care anymore. It's too much to think about for my tiny brain. Oh man, I gotta go do Song of the Elves. I bet I can do it no problem, because I have Twin Flame Staff, Tome of Fire with burnt pages and Sunfire runes. For the final boss, the Fragment of Saren or something like that. It took me a few tries on my main, but I was pretty low level and I think I even had to I think this pretty much happened with every quest boss on my main that I fought. I found that I was too low level, so I trained and I came back, and every single time it worked. I trained, I came back, and then I conquered the boss. So I don't remember what it's called, but the quest before the blood moon rises. That was the first one I did, the first hard quest. I tried, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna train and come back, and sure enough, that worked for me. And then, same thing with Dragon Slayer 2, with the Galvek boss at the end. I couldn't do it, man, so I trained, came back, and sure enough, then I could. I just barely got it. And then Song of the Elves, same thing. We're gonna spec out the carols. See, if I had a strange old lockpick, I could just go through these red doors and get there instantly. But I have a feeling they're gonna be tedious to get on an iron. They're actually pretty expensive on the GE, regardless, oh. Man, I'm telling you, this hilt is like the best thing ever for Barrows. I don't use any prayer potions. Only like in an emergency I would, and that rarely happens. soon enough I'll fill out my teleport stuff over there. Well, the jewelry box and those altars where you can change your spell books. Yeah, those are gonna be nice. In fact, I think the only limiting one, like the hardest one to build, is the ancients, because you need a scepter, Dameron scepter, and it seems kind of like a pain to get. So, but like the other two, I think those are possibly really easy. You need like a lunar signet and an Arceus signet, and I think you just buy those from an NPC. But the Dameron scepter, you gotta grind it out in the Pyramid of Plunder. God only knows how long that takes, but it would really be worth it instead of running for like 3 minutes through the desert trying to change to ancients all the time. Then you gotta recharge your prayer. Well, I probably should pray melee here, and probably also we probably want to be like doing our mage. It's too early in the morning to be making mistakes like these. Well, dare me to go do Song of the Elves. I think that's what I'm gonna do right after this video. You see, like when I drink coffee in the morning, I get like real fired up and in the mood to like do stuff like that. So, but the quest is like 2 hours or more long, and I'm real slow at quests, so probably more like 3 hours, and then like I'll probably screw up the boss fight a whole bunch, so that's like 4 hours. I don't know if I want to make that a video, because it'd probably be real annoying to watch, because like I'm just such an idiot. You know, even though I did the Song of the Elves quest, I don't remember any of it. Like, I don't know, there's like a scene where you're like fighting in a war. What else happens? I don't really remember. All I know is you unlock Priv, and you probably get some XP lamps or something. It's pretty sad. I just kind of space bar through everything. I haven't done quests in a long time. The most recent one I did like wasn't a major quest or anything. It was just the Worms Crack quest that just takes like 10 minutes. The last like major quest I did was probably the one that gives you the access to Darkmire and the Draken's Medallion and all that. Well, yeah, and like that was a lot easier this go around. I remembered some of what to do. Like, for example, don't bring a whole inventory of Ceratome and Brews. Like, literally an entire inventory. I was doing that for like 10 times in a row before I realized Sarah Brews lower your defense. Pretty dumb, isn't it? Doing such a high level quest and not knowing that Sarah Brews lower your defense. I thought the boss had a weird mechanic and it was doing that. Man, it took me forever to realize that. That's pretty hilarious, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm gonna go do Song of the Elves. Screw it. I'm gonna go do it.